Hey, sickos, and welcome back to a brand new podcast. I'm your host, Sensory Sowers, and today I am going to be talking about David Lynch because unfortunately he passed away quite a few days ago now, and it was sadness for my soul. And I have recently just done a Q&A video for my YouTube channel, which I will try and link in the description of the channel name, but it is just Century Stars Too Extreme for Mainstream, so you should find it that way. But happy 2025. We're in the middle of January and I can't believe the time has flew over so fast. But yeah, it's great to be back. But today is all about David Lynch, and I thought in honour of David Lynch I would do a movie review on my podcast. The first one for Eraserhead, which was from 1977. Now, I do have the movie at hand, which, can you hear that? Yeah. The first ever movie from David Lynch I ever saw was The Elephant Man, which is what really got me into David Lynch. And then obviously Eraserhead, and I had to buy the limited edition slipcover. And I did read out on my video for my Q&A a little bit of what it said on the back, and it basically says newly remastered by David Lynch himself for the 35th anniversary release. His feature film debut is a masterpiece. So we are going to go into Eraserhead. I hope you enjoy it, and if you do enjoy it, please share this episode with your friends, with your family, if they haven't seen this movie, or if they want to get into David Lynch, because he also did Twin Peaks as well. So without further ado, David Lynch's Eraserhead is not just a film, it's a journey into the deepest, darkest recesses of the human psyche. Now, this avant-garde masterpiece, sorry, I'm getting my words jumbled up again. I have wrote a bunch of notes on what I want to say, so if I do trip on my words, I do apologise. But anyway, I'll repeat that. This avant-garde masterpiece is both grotesque and captivating, a surreal nightmare that defies conventional storytelling, and it leaves the audience profoundly unsettled, which, yeah, it really does, doesn't it? But it is set in an industrial wasteland, drenched in shadows and eerie silence. Now, this is a silent movie, and it is black and white, so with that in mind, Eraserhead follows the story of Henry Spencer, who is played by Jack Nance, if that's how he says his name. Now, he is a socially awkward man. You know, he's grappling with fatherhood after the birth of his grotesque mutant-like child, and the film is less concerned with plot and more with mood, symbolism, and existing dread. Basically, it is one of those movies that stands out all by itself, for sure. But Lynch offers an abstract exploration of themes like parenthood, guilt, anxiety, and alienation, all filtered through his distinctive dream logic. Now, I heard once from an interview, I believe it was, that everything that David Lynch created was, from his thoughts and everything like that. So it is a one-of-a-kind masterpiece of a movie, that is for damn sure, like I said before. But anyway, the visual and auditory design of Eraserhead is what truly sets it apart. Now, Lynch's use of stark black and white cinematography creates a sense of, what would you call it? Oppressive bleakness, and each frame is meticulously composed, blending industrial decay with organic, grotesque imagery that feels alive and menacing. Now, complementing this is the film's distinctive sound design and ambient, of hisses, hums, and industrial drones that enhances the suffocating atmosphere that is the movie. Now, Jack Nance delivers a haunting performance as Henry, his wide-eyed, bewildered expression serving as the perfect anchor in this chaotic, surreal world. Now, though largely silent, his presence conveys an overwhelming sense of unease and despair, and you can feel it on screen. And the supporting characters, including Henry's unstable girlfriend Mary, who plays by Charlotte Stewart, and the hauntingly bizarre lady in The Radiator, which was a funny added touch, I would say, dark humour, played by Laurel Nia, I believe her name is. It adds to the film's uncanny texture. Now, what makes Eraserhead resonate in its, way of production is Lynch resists offering concrete answers, instead inviting viewers to project their own fears and interpretations onto the story. Now, it is a commentary on the fears of parenthood, maybe a meditation on isolation in the modern world, or merely a plunge into the subconscious, which reminds me of the movie Subconscious Cruelty, actually. That's a movie on a different subject. But the beauty of Eraserhead lies in its refusal to be confined by explanation. Now, ultimately, Eraserhead is not a film for everyone. Its slow pacing, disturbing imagery, and abstract narrative demand patience and an open mind. So keep that in mind. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. But for those willing to embrace the nightmarish vision, it offers a deeply affecting and unforgettable cinema experience. So I definitely recommend Eraserhead. It's one of a kind, like I said. Now, a rating I would give this movie, even though I love the movie and everything like that, I would still rate it on an overall scale of 9 out of 10. Now, David Lynch's debut feature is a surrealist triumph that pushes the boundaries of film as an art form, and it's a haunting fever dream that lingers long after the credits roll, which I'm going to end that right there. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's a very short one, but it is what it is. But it's a little introduction back to Too Extreme for Mainstream, I will say. The next episode, I am going to be talking in depth about Lucifer Valentine's movie collection. I do have quite a few at hand right now. I talked about these on my, on my Q&A that I did before. We do have, where is the other one? I had a few of them here. I found it. So the first one I have is Slaughtered Vomit Dolls. We're going to be going into that. The Angela chapters, we will be going into that. A Perfect Child of Satan, we will be going into that. Vomit Gore 4 and Regurgitated Sacrifice. Get my words out. But that's the movies we're going to be talking about in depth on the next episode, so that is going to be a super long episode. So I would require maybe listening to that one if you're in the car or if you're at work and you're allowed headphones. I would definitely recommend listening to that then. But I will announce it on my Instagram. I will also be announcing on my Instagram about this episode as well. So if you are on Instagram, you can give me a follow, which I will let you know the name of my Instagram. It is Too Extreme for Mainstream. I can't believe I just had to think what the name was there, but it's Too Extreme for Mainstream on Instagram. Give me a follow if you're not already, and give me a shout out if you're a director, if you're an actor and you've been in a movie or you've directed a movie and you want me to check it out and it's extreme. Let me know. I'm an open book. My email is sensorystars@gmail.com. Pretty simple and straightforward. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this episode and I will catch you on the next one. Bye, sickos.